The sky does not rush its color. It remembers how to be blue. I have seen the sky in gray, heavy with unspoken days. Now it slowly finds its breath, learning blue again. Nothing sudden works the change, no announcement in the air, just a quiet return of color, like you've always been there. What was covered is not born. I'll be waiting for the dawn. The sailor's blue again, without forcing, without pain. The skylark's blue again, after carrying the reed. What was dim is not erased, only held until this time. The skylark's blue again, as your faithfulness alight. Every heart that knew the weight of a long and colorless night feels the widening of mercy in this growing light. You restore without demand, you return what fear concealed. Even hope remembers slowly how it once was healed. The skylark's blue again, not because the past is small. The skylark's blue again, because grace outlasts it all. I don't question what remains, I receive what you renew. The skylark's blue again, and so do I with you. promise of the East breaking quietly. Gentle promise of the East reaching into me. Not in power, not in speed, but in mercy, calm and clear. Gentle promise of the East telling me you're here. Every night that taught me waiting finds its answer at the line, where the dark releases slowly what was never truly mine. You are faithful in the rhythm of the earth and of my days. What you speak into the morning, you have spoken all my ways. Gentle promise of the East, nothing I must prove. Gentle promise of the East, teaching me to move. Step by step and breath by breath, held inside your light. Gentle promise of the East, arriving right. The road was never hidden, only worn by waiting. I have walked with careful steps, afraid the path would end. Every turn felt like a question, every mark a bend. I believed the broken places meant I'd wandered far, but the light kept finding cracks right where the fractures are. Not avoiding what was weak, but innocent light finds the broken road. It does not turn away. Light finds the broken road and gently stays, not repairing all at once, not erasing where I've been. Light finds the broken road and walks it in. Every scar that shaped the way, every loss I couldn't mend, now becomes a quiet opening where grace can enter in. You are not confused by damage, you are not delayed by time. Every step I thought was wasted now is held inside your light. Light finds the broken road, no need for shame or fear. Light finds the broken road because you're here. I don't hide the uneven ground, I don't smooth it on my own. Light finds the broken road and leads me home. day arrives without accusation, without threat. I open my eyes to the morning, and nothing is asking me to run. The light does not hurry my breathing, the day has already begun. I have no mornings of tension where the heart wakes up too fast, but this one holds no demand, no shadow from the past. What once warned me now releases me. Morning without fear, no weight upon my chest. Morning without fear, I rise at rest. No future shouting my name, no past pulling me near. Morning without fear, you are here. Even responsibility feels lighter when I place it in your care. Nothing presses from tomorrow, nothing waits to trap me there. You are not the god of panic, you are not the voice of strain. You are present in this moment, and that is enough to remain. Morning without fear, I step into the day. Morning without fear, I walk your way, not by confidence I claim, not by answers that are clear. Morning without fear, because you are near. But I am still learning how to rise with it. I have waited through the silence, I have stayed without a sign. Now the morning speaks in whispers, telling me it's time. Not a call to hurry forward, not a push into the day, just a gentle invitation to awaken, not escape. The same grace that held the night now calls me by my name. weakness finds its place in the strength you always send. I don't rise by confidence, I don't move by perfect sight. I awake because you call me faithful through the night. Awake my waiting soul, this day is not a trace. Awake my waiting soul, you are already blessed. Not by effort, not by proof, not by what you show. Awake my waiting soul, and let the daylight grow. I did not carry myself here. I was kept through the hours I could not name, through the hours I could not name, through the weight I couldn't move. I was held without condition by a faithfulness so true. When my strength had found its limit, when my words had fallen thin, you remained without releasing what you chose to hold me in. Not my grip, but yours that stayed, held until morning, through the dark and through the gray, held until morning, when I could not find my way, not by effort, not by fear, not by what I tried to be, held until morning, by your steady mercy. Even sleep became a shelter, even silence had a name. Nothing slipped beyond your keeping, nothing left your frame. You were present in the waiting, you were working unseen. Now the light reveals the truth of where your hands have been. Held until morning, no account of loss or gain. Held until morning, nothing fragile broke in vain. I don't question how I'm standing, I don't measure what I've learned. Held until morning, by a love that never day is young and mercy is already awake. Before the plans begin to speak, before the weight of hours appear, there is a quiet invitation calling me to stay right here. I do not rush into the moment, I do not trade grace for speed. This first hour holds a promise to become what I receive. What begins in mercy learns how to last. Grace in the first hour, before the noise and strain. Grace in the first hour, setting the frame. Not earned, not delayed, not borrowed from the end. Grace in the first hour, again and again. Every breath becomes a blessing, every pause a sacred space. I am not behind or early, I am held in proper place. You are not waiting at the finish to decide what I will be. You are present in beginning, teaching grace to lead me. Grace in the first hour, nothing to outrun. Grace in the first hour, the day has just begun. Not by strength, not by control, not by how much I can power. Grace in the first hour covers every hour, covers every hour. The night had a way, but it did not win. I remember how the darkness spoke as if it would never end. Every shadow made a promise that the light could not defend. But time revealed another truth, quiet, steady, sure. The night was strong, but it was never meant to endure. What feels endless is not eternal. The night did not remain, it loosened and gave way. The night did not remain, it could not keep the day. Not by force and not by fight, but by mercy slow and plain. The night did not remain. Every fear that ruled the hours finds its limit in the light. knows it is morning. I hear the smallest signs of life before the world takes shape. A song that does not ask permission, a sound I did not make. Hope does not arrive in thunder, it does not shout its name. It stirs quietly in the air, like birds that sing the day. What awakens first is not afraid. Hope stirs with the birds before the noise begins. Hope stirs with the birds where the light slips in. No announcement, no demand, just a promise gently heard. Hope stirs. Dreadful even hearts that learn to hide start leaning toward the sound. Every breath grows less defensive as the morning moves around. You are not forcing life to bloom, you let it rise its way, just as you have always done at the start of every day. Hope stirs with the birds, I don't need to explain. Hope stirs with the birds before I name the pain. Not because the past is gone, but because it's no longer heard. Hope stirs with the birds. Just a sense that I am heard. I did not ask for certainty, I did not ask for proof, only that my waiting would not be in vain. Somewhere between my breath and yours a calm assurance grew, not loud enough to argue with, but strong enough to stay. Not everything is answered, but something is settled. A quiet yes from heaven, I feel it settle in. A quiet yes from heaven before I understand. No thunder, no display, no sign I have to defend. A quiet yes from heaven is enough to begin. Even doubt grows less demanding when it meets your calm reply. You do not rush my questions, you simply stand nearby. What you speak is not confusion, what you give is not delay. It is permission to keep walking in an unforced way. A quiet yes from heaven, no need to hurry through. is no longer distant. It has entered. I feel the morning move inside, not rushing, not afraid. What once stayed guarded through the night now gently gives its way. The sky did not change all at once, neither did my heart, but something deep has shifted, and I know a new day starts. What began as a whisper now fills the room. Daybreak over the heart, no shadow left to hide. Daybreak over the heart, the light is on the inside. Not by effort, not by will, but by grace that finds its part. Daybreak over the heart. Every memory that feared the dark feels softer in this glow. Nothing presses for explanation, nothing needs to go. You are not fixing me in pieces, you are letting me be whole. The same light on the horizon now is rising in my soul. Daybreak over the heart, I breathe without restraint. Daybreak over the heart, nothing left to wait. I step into what's given, no longer torn apart. Daybreak over the heart. Daybreak over the heart. Daybreak over the heart. What held so tightly is letting go. The long night held its grip like it would never bend. Every hour felt rehearsed like it would always end the same. But something has begun to loosen, not by force or argument, just by staying in the light until the tension spent. What was clenched longs to open. The long night loosens its grip. I feel it fade away. The long night loosens its grip. It cannot make me stay, not erase, not denied, just release within your hand. The long night loosens its grip. Even habits born in darkness lose their reason to remain. Every fear that learned control finds no power in the day. You waited with me. I once believed the light would come with urgency or flame, but it arrived with patience and never spoke my shame. It stayed when I resisted, it remained when I withdrew. It did not argue with my fear, it simply proved me true. What stays does not accuse. Light was patient with my nights and days. Light was patient in uncounted ways, not demanding, not delayed, not measuring my pace. Light was patient and would not turn away. Every moment I delayed, every doubt I entertained, did not weaken what you offered or make your presence strained. You were steady in the waiting, you were kind in every phase. Light was never in a hurry, it was patient all the way. Light was patient when I could not be. Light was patient and stayed with me. I don't fear my slower steps, I don't rush the healing pace. Light was patient. Nothing was forced, nothing was broken. The dark simply moved. I thought the darkness would resist or leave a mark behind, but it only stepped aside when it met the light. No final argument was made, no victory was claimed. It just released its claim on me and quietly changed. What has no truth cannot remain. When darkness steps aside, there is room to breathe. When darkness steps aside, I can finally see. Not because I fought my way, not because I tried. When darkness steps aside, even memories that lived in shade lose their sharpest edge. Nothing haunts the present now, nothing needs defense. You did not erase the past, you placed it in its place, and the shadow learned its limit in the presence of your grace. Ooh. When darkness steps aside, no echo left to chase. When darkness steps aside, I remain in grace. I don't guard against the night, I don't fear its sight. When darkness watched the dawn, it arrived as it said it would. I have learned to wait through night and doubt what light would do. I have watched the horizon, wondering if it was true. But the morning did not falter, it did not change its way. What was promised in the darkness stood faithful in the day. What was spoken was not withdrawn. The morning kept its word, just as you said it. The morning kept its word, ever the promise. Not louder than the night, not sharper than the pain. The morning kept its word. Every hour that felt wasted, every tear I could not name, now rests inside a story that was never built on shame. Ooh, you were faithful in the waiting, you were present when I feared. Now the light that fills the morning confirms you were always near. The morning kept its word, I no longer need to. The morning kept its word, and now I move, not by strength and not by sight, but by trust that has been earned. The morning kept its word. And so do The room grows calm, the night draws near. I let the silence stay. I no longer carry every sound, I no longer chase the light. I lay my thoughts before you and loosen my grip on time. You are near without a word, you are present without demand. In the quiet I am reminded my life is in your hands. Nothing needs to be proven here, nothing needs to be earned. I am held, I am safe, in the stillness of your grace. I am held, I am safe. You remain with me. I release the weight of striving, for you alone make me dwell in safety. I am held, I am safe from the evening to the break of day. I am held, I am safe. You remain with me. I rest, I trust. The night still lingers, but it loosens its hold. Something gentle is moving before the morning unfolds. I have waited through the dark, holding questions without form. Every fear that stayed too long now is thinning, now is warm. I don't rush the coming day, I don't force the sky to change. I remain where you have kept me, while the light begins its range. Not sudden, not loud, but faithful and slow. Quiet light rising, breaking through the gray. Quiet light rising, showing me the way. Not in fire, not in force, but in mercy, clear and kind. Quiet light rising, reaching what was blind. All the shadows learn to wait, nothing fighting for control. Even wounds that name the night start releasing from my soul. You were working while I slept, you were near though I could not see. Now the dark begins to open to the truth you planted deep. Quiet light rising, no fear left to prove. Quiet light rising, teaching me to move step by step without demand. No command, just grace and view. Quiet light rising, leading me to you. dark is thinning, the sky stands still. I wait between the night and the will. I stand where the night is ending, but the day has not begun. Every step feels undecided, every answer still undone. I don't rush into the light, I don't run from where I've been. I stay here at the threshold where your mercy enters in. Between what was and what will be, you are here with me. At the edge of morning, I lift my eyes and wait. At the edge of morning, I trust your steady pace. No command to move ahead, no voice pushing me to go. At the edge of morning, you are already close. All the fears that name the night lose their power in this space. Even doubt grows quiet now, held inside a slower grace. You have seen me in the dark, you will see me in the day. Nothing changes in your keeping, only shadows slip away. At the edge of morning, no need to understand. At the edge of morning, my life is in your hands. Not by sight and not by speed, not by strength I try to show. At the edge of morning, I let the daylight grow. The light does not arrive all at once, it stays, and the dark learns how to loosen. I have known the shape of shadows, how they stretch across the floor. They once spoke like final answers, now they don't speak loud anymore. Nothing sudden breaks the silence, nothing forces them away. They just thin beneath your patience as the night gives up the day. Not erased, not denied, just undone. Shadows begin to fade, I see what you have been doing through. Not by strength and not by will, but by mercy slow and plain. Where shadows begin to fade, your faithfulness remains. Even wounds that loved the dark start releasing what they held. Every fear that named my nights feels the dawn and loosen itself. You were present in the waiting, you were steady in the gray. Now the light reveals the story you were writing all the way. Where shadows The light arrives without demand. It touches what the night could not heal. The morning does not accuse me for the weight I could not bear. It does not name my failures, it simply finds me there. Every corner once in shadow learns a kinder way to see. Not exposed, not overwhelmed, just slowly set free. No judgment in this hour, only grace. Soft mercy of early light falls without a sound. Soft mercy of light, soft mercy of early light meets me where I'm found. Meets me where I'm found. Not correcting, not demanding, not reminding me of blame. Soft mercy of early light whispers my name, even parts I try to hide. Do not turn away in fear. They remain beneath your kindness, safe and fully here. You are not in a hurry. You are not disappointed. Every breath this morning carries mercy reappointed. Soft mercy of early light resting on my face. Soft mercy of early light. Time slows in this place. Time slows in this place. Nothing earned and nothing lost. Nothing I must prove. Soft mercy of early light is already true. I wake before the light arrives, before the sky begins to speak. The night is thinning quietly, and my heart is still. I have carried yesterday into the dark, every unanswered prayer, every name I whispered and never finished. Still you waited with me, unmoving, unafraid. Hope comes softly, like morning air. The shadows loosen their grip, my chased away, just released. I learned that light does not hurry, it simply comes because it was promised. Hope comes softly, like morning air. Hope comes gently when I am barely there. Before the sun says a word, you are already here. You are present in the waiting, faithful in the quiet hours. Night did not defeat your mercy, it only proved its patience. Hope has found me, standing still. Hope has found me, and always will. Before the sun speaks to the earth, you spoke to me. A day begins, army The dark is still beside me, but it no longer weighs the same. Something in a quiet shifts, and I stay. I thought I needed answers before I could rise, that you met me breathing, not explaining. My mind did not disappear, it simply released me. One morning finds me, I'm not afraid. One morning finds me, I'm already held. I don't step forward in my strength, I step into your light. The sky opens the way as if it knows my pace. No demand, no command, just space. I bring what survives the night, and you call it enough. When morning finds me, I am not afraid. When morning finds me, I am all just need your hand. Faith wakes quietly before the world does. Hope stretches its blind, and you're amazed. I do not rush the light, I receive it. Morning finds me still and awake. Morning finds me for mercy's sake. Before the day asks anything, you're me, you stay. The light sizzles, so do before the city moves, before the clouds agree, I breathe in the quiet that you prepared for me. The night leaves gently without resistance. It does not argue with the light, it yields. I stand in the small beginning, wanting how to trust again. The first breath of dawn fills my chest with grace. The first breath of dawn meets me where I am. I don't need courage for the whole day, just enough for now. I thought I had to be ready, strong, awake, complete. But you meet me unfinished and call it fate. The light does not measure me, it receives me. The first breath of dawn carries my fear away. The first breath of dawn teaches my heart to stay. I don't need to see the horizon, I just need this moment. Hope does not ride shouting, it whispers and remains. It waits until I notice. If I is like a shelter. Breath slows down before you. The noise of the day loosens its grip. I am here, I am held. I carry the weight of unfinished words, questions without answers, paths that bent under my feet. But you did not rush me, you waited in the quiet, where no voice demands a reply, only the steady knowing that I am not alone. You draw me out of the storm, not by force, not by fear, but by stillness, by peace that speaks without sound. You are my rest, you are my peace. In your presence my soul is at ease. You are my rest, you are my peace. Stillness that covers me. I release what I cannot fix. The hours I try to control, I lay them down open-handed. At the edge of your mercy, you restore what is worn thin. You renew what has grown tired. In the quiet, I remember my life is safe in you. You are my rest, you are my peace. In your nearness, my heart believes. You are my rest, you are my peace. Stillness that covers me. Be still, my soul, He is here. Be still, my soul, do not fear. The Lord is near, the Lord is near. You are my rest, you are my peace. From the evening to the deep of sleep, you are my rest, you are my peace. Stillness that covers me. I rest, I trust, I remain. The night does not hurry, neither do you. I breathe in the quiet and stay. I have walked ahead of tomorrow, trying to see what I cannot know. But you ask nothing from my hands, only that I remain close. You are steady in the waiting, you are faithful in the pause. Even when answers feel distant, your peace is not. You meet me here in free. The fear of falling behind, you are working beyond my seeing. You are always on time. I place tomorrow in your keeping. I lay today into your hands. Nothing is lost in your presence. Nothing escapes your care. I wait in peace, I rest in trust. Even here your grace is enough. I wait in peace, I rest in trust. You are enough for me. Those who wait upon the Lord will not be put to shame. I wait in peace, I rest in trust.